The modern world is full of distractions. Have you noticed how everything is always trying to get your attention? Social media, the new iPhone, the newest entertainment, what's on the TV, the newest song, whatever it is. So many things are constantly trying to get your attention, and we spend a lot of our time living in very reactive states. So why is this important? You become what you give your attention to. This means that attention is the most valuable resource in your life. Your energy actually follows your attention. So depending on what you give it to is now what you are investing yourself in. And this is very obvious at extremes. So let's say you every single day invest into reading a bunch of books versus scrolling mindlessly on Instagram. If you take this path, it's going to be very different from this path, and it was completely dependent upon what you gave your attention to. So your attention plays a very important role in the outcomes of your life. It has a major effect on how your life will unfold. So it has very constructive powers. So you have to learn to invest your attention wisely. Recognize how reactive you actually are. When you wake up, what's the first thing you do? Do you just grab your phone and you start scrolling right away? Like right off the bat, are you just reacting to life, reacting to the stimulus in your environment, the stuff that can just stimulate you? Or are you consciously and intentionally deciding what's going to get your attention? And certain things will make you feel a lot better depending on whether or not you're giving them your attention. So let's say you're spending a lot of time meditating versus just mindlessly watching television. There's one that is going to make you a lot healthier. It's going to make you feel a lot better. So when you give your attention to certain things, some things give you energy back, where other things just drain you. And this is very obvious in a lot of extreme cases once again. So a very toxic relationship can be very draining, whereas a very healthy one can be very rejuvenating. It can feel amazing. Same thing with just healthy habits. If you eat healthy food, you're going to feel alive, whereas other food just drains you, just sucks up your energy, right? Junk food, chips, pop, things like that. So notice how some things, when you give them your attention, you're actually investing back into yourself. There's almost like an energy loop. You put your energy into that thing and it comes back to serve you. Whereas other things are just not like that. It just sucks and sucks and sucks and sucks. So you need to invest your attention wisely. Don't see attention as just something that doesn't really matter. It matters very much. So pay attention to what you're giving it to in the first place and consciously determine the effects of this action. Notice how you're feeling depending on what you're giving it to. You're not going to feel very good if you're constantly giving it to things that are draining you. You need to give it to things that are actually going to give you energy in return. You also have to build your attention muscle. There's a lot of ADHD going on nowadays, and we've built a massive victim mindset around ADHD. There seems to be a belief where if I have ADHD, I'm screwed, I can't focus, this doesn't work for me, I can't meditate, I can't do anything good for myself. But I have pretty different beliefs about ADHD that I'd like to share. And there's a lot of valuable perspectives on ADHD, right? I've read a lot on it. And a massive component to why we can't focus isn't just because we have some brain disorder, like our brains don't work and now we're screwed for the rest of our life. It's because of how we're living our life. If you're constantly training your mind to want the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, the next shiny object, the next Instagram like, the next TikTok video scrolling away, you're training your mind to have a poor attention span. Plus the food you're eating, if you're constantly eating junk food, you're getting those quick hits of stimulation. You're training your mind to not have a very strong attention span. If you're not meditating, you're not building up that mindfulness muscle. You're not building up that self-awareness. You're not building up that attention muscle. So your attention is a skill. Your attention has to be worked on. It has to be built up like a muscle. You have biceps, but unless you do bicep curls, they're not going to get very big, right? Unless you do certain workouts that target biceps, they're not going to get big. Just like if you do not target your attention muscle, it's not going to get very jacked. It's not going to get very big. It's going to be poor because no one's born with a fantastic attention. It's something that you have to cultivate. So personally, I think some people might be born with better attention spans than others. But generally, I find it to be the case that attention is a skill. It's something that you actually can work on. You have to build up routines in your life that help you to have a better attention span. You have to build up your ability to be aware of the things that contribute to your ability to focus properly, and then invest that focus into the things that actually come back to help you. And counterintuitively, when you invest in the things that come back to help you, you can help other people. Your ability to contribute value to other people radically increases. Your well-being increases. Your relationships get better. Your career gets better. Your personal growth gets better. Your mood gets better. Your emotions get a lot better. So notice that there's a non-stop reactivity cycle within almost everyone within modern society. We wake up, we see what's on the news, we see what's on our phone, we see what's on TV, what's on the newest entertainment, and we're just stuck reacting to this small picture stuff. We're not thinking very long term, we're not thinking very big picture, we're not really noticing the effects that our attention has. We're just reacting to life. And you don't have to live like an animal. You can actually invest in your ability to construct a better attention, which constructs a far better life. You have full control over this. You just have to slowly start doing it. So that's it for this video. I'm doing one-to-one coaching. I have limited spots available. You can book a free call, link in the description.